Ryan Fitzpatrick, Dolphin quarterback, joining us live from Mountain Dew. He has started for 8 different teams. No quarterback in league history has ever done that. By the way, full disclosure, when Miami came to you this year and said, listen, we're starting Tua, and you came out and it hurt. I could tell it hurt. And I said, God, Ryan Fitzpatrick's got to know better. And it was interesting. I got a lot of negative feedback. People are like, Cowherd, you're a jerk. He's a human being. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I am a jerk. It really did hurt you. It bothered you. And even though you're well-traveled, let's go back to that. You were pretty magical this year for them. And you shared, listen, you felt injured. Is that fair to say?
Well, I mean, I know better than anybody the situation I was in. I said it early on in training camp. I was the placeholder until they thought Tua was ready to go. And that didn't make it any less hurtful when it happened.
Right.
And, I want to be out there. I'm a competitor. And as I got older in this league, I'm able to say what I feel a little bit more. And that's how I felt. And I didn't try to take anything away from Tua or the team. And, I accepted the role that they gave me and try to thrive in the role as his backup. And doesn't mean it didn't hurt not to be out there.
By the way, you're one of the better athletes in the NFL at quarterback, which cracks me up because everybody's like, oh, he's Harvard guy. And I'm like, no, you're one of the 5 or 6 great athletes that play quarterback. Do you still think sometimes guys underestimate how good you are running with a football?
Without a doubt. I mean, you see a 38-year-old with a dad bod back there. They don't even give me a chance, and every time I sneak 1 or 2 runs during a game.
It is. You really are. You're a hell of a runner with the football, and you're tough. You take a lot of shots. First of all, it is a weird relationship, you and Tua. I like it. I get it. He's lucky to have you. But like right now, you're going to go into camp. You're going to battle. Has there ever been kind of a weird moment with Tua, ever?
Not really. I mean, part of it is the age difference. I'm like old enough to be his grandpa, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it always has been the student and the teacher. And he's done a great job of being willing to ask those questions. And I probably do too good of a job of offering advice. He doesn't need to listen to all of it. But there's no ego between either of us, and it really was a good relationship. He came in willing to learn and worked his butt off, and that's pretty much all he needed from me, to watch him work as hard as he did.
Tom Brady won't drink a beer during the season. He's lasted forever. You've lasted forever. What's your secret?
Yeah, we may be the opposite in that one. I definitely have the opposite diet and the opposite habits in that way. But, my biggest thing has been belief in myself. I really do think so. And then, in not being seriously injured, I think a lot of that has to do with luck too. But I'm very fortunate at the age of 38 to still be playing this game.
When did you know Brian Flores was good? Because he's clearly really good. When did you sense it, that he was special?
Well, we started the year, I think, getting outscored his first season in those first 4 games by over 100 points or maybe even 140 points. And we got to 0-7. And I think it was right about then when, he decided he was going to put his personality and his stamp on the football team. He started being more of himself, putting more of himself into practice and meetings in terms of his personality. And right there, I saw that he was going to be a special player. I mean, he's a young guy. He's 39 years old. He can really relate to the players. Players can relate to him and, look at him and respect him. He has a great presence in the room. And I was really happy to see the success that he was able to generate this year with our team, going 10-6 from a team that was called the worst team in the history of the NFL 2 years ago. He's done a great job and will continue to improve that organization.
You have 7 kids. You're an NFL quarterback. That is not the easiest life to balance. How do you do it?
Oh, you have an amazing wife. I think that's one of the biggest things. And, this year wasn't without challenges from anybody in any walk of life. And for us, having my family lives in Tampa, so having a COVID test in Miami every day, I didn't really get to see them as much as I would have liked. So huge burden on her, but she did it with a smile on her face every day. So that helps me out a lot.
You love football. I can tell you love, I always say you look like if there was people were playing football on Thanksgiving in a family, you'd be the one guy in the family. You're like, yeah. Ryan was always a great athlete. He was so smart. He went to but he could have played. Well, I watch you play. I see joy. I mean, literally, you love football. Where's it come from, and how long are you going to play?
I mean, physically, I feel great. I don't think that's going to be the thing that holds me back. I think with my oldest entering high school and, different responsibilities on that end, we'll see how that goes. But I think you're right. I mean, and I'm glad that shows when I play the game. I truly love being out there with my teammates. I love trying to make guys better. I love trying to instill confidence in some of these young guys in hopes of bettering their careers. So, that's why I want to continue to play. And that's why I really enjoyed my 16 years in the league. When I get out there, I do feel like a little kid, running around and making plays.
By the way, Mountain Dew Major Melon Super Bowl commercial stars John Cena, going to give fans a real-time opportunity to win $1 million. I want you to go to lifechangingdew.com, lifechangingdew.com for details. I have a minute left before the show's over. You went to Harvard. Were you a good student? You liked your beer? Were you a party? What kind of Harvard student were you?
I would say I was a decent student, but I also enjoyed college, which I would recommend to anybody. Do your best at school, but make sure that you enjoy those 4 years.
Yeah, I did too, by the way. I was a decent student. It's just I went to Eastern Washington University. You went to Harvard.
That was my only scholarship offer, Eastern Washington. My only scholarship offer coming out of high school. Tim Rosenbaugh.
I know him.
Yeah.
The hell? It's amazing. I literally, my mind just got blown. You should have gone there, by the way. It's the Harvard of the Palouse, Eastern Washington University.
I took a recruiting trip there.
Yeah, no, not much. Yeah, not much, by the way. Ryan Fitzpatrick, absolute pleasure. Good luck to you. Credit to the game.
Thank you. Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.